Hello, welcome to Puffs and Poetry. I'm your host, Jessica, a writer, cannabis aficionado, and poetry lover. I hope that you will roll up with me and enjoy some poems over the next 10 minutes. Today, I am smoking a CBD herbal spliff. So I have some lovely CBD nugs that I am combining with this High Priestess Herbal Wellness Focus Blend in my flour mill grinder. So I am smoking a CBD herbal joint today because I am currently taking a tea break from THC. It is the new year here as I am filming this, and I always like to start off the new year with a tea break of some sort. I find that it helps me keep intentionality in mind when I am consuming THC, because THC is wonderful, but it is a habit-forming substance, and it's very easy for me, if I am not careful, to rely on THC more than I need to, rather than using it mindfully and intentionally. So I am taking a break from THC, and I am not smoking much right now. This tea break will be about 2 weeks, and during that time, I will supplement with CBD as needed. I'm just now realizing that I forgot an ashtray, so I guess I will be ashing on my rolling tray. We've all been there, right? I hope so. So I still enjoy CBD flower. I think that it is a wonderful way of consuming CBD, and I particularly enjoy herbal blends. So combining the two during a tea break helps me stick to my goals while still occasionally scratching that itch. So we have a little joint today to guide us through a little bit of poetry. I'll put that there for a moment. Today we are reading from the Mary Oliver book Devotions, specifically from the book Blue Horses, published in 2014. I love Mary Oliver. She is probably my favorite poet of the 21st century, although, of course, the century is still young. And what I love about her poems, besides the clarity and the brevity, is her focus on nature as a medium to help us connect with ourselves and to others. This herbal blend adds such a delicious aroma and flavor to the CBD. If you have never tried blending in smokable herbs to your flower, I highly recommend it. Let's get started. Our first poem today is called Franz Mark's Blue Horses. I step into the painting of the 4 blue horses. I am not even surprised I can do this. One of the horses walks toward me. His blue nose noses me lightly. I put my arm over his blue mane, not holding on, just commingling. He allows me my pleasure. Franz Mark died a young man, shrapnel in his brain. I would rather die than try to explain to the blue horses what war is. They would either faint in horror or simply find it impossible to believe. I do not know how to thank you, Franz Mark. Maybe our world will grow kinder eventually. Maybe the desire to make something beautiful is the peace of God that is inside each of us. Now all 4 horses have come closer, are bending their faces toward me as if they have secrets to tell. I don't expect them to speak, and they don't. If being so beautiful isn't enough, what could they possibly say? So I have a couple of lines highlighted in this poem that really stand out to me. They are, maybe our world will grow kinder eventually. Maybe the desire to make something beautiful is the peace of God that is inside each of us. Dangers of talking too much when you smoke a joint. It will go out on you. Our next poem is called On Meditating, sort of. Meditation, so I've heard, is best accomplished if you entertain a certain strict posture. Frankly, I prefer to just lounge under a tree, so why should I ever think I could be successful? Some days I fall asleep or land in that even better place, half asleep, where the world, spring, summer, autumn, winter, fly through my mind in its hearty ascent and its uncompromising descent. So I just lie like that, while distance and time reveal their true attitudes. They never heard of me, and never will, or ever need to. Of course, I wake up finally thinking, how wonderful to be who I am, made out of earth and water, my own thoughts, my own fingerprints, all that glorious, temporary stuff. An aside on that poem, the Buddha in his original manuscript actually designated 4 different kinds of meditation. Sitting is only one of them. There is also standing, walking, and laying down. So you can meditate laying down or lounging in the grass. But I think Mary Oliver knew that. Our next poem is called Do Stones Feel? Do stones feel? Do they love their life? Or does their patience drown out everything else? When I walk on the beach, I gather a few, white ones, dark ones, the multiple colors. Don't worry, I say. I'll bring you back. And I do. Is the tree, as it rises, delighted with its many branches, each one like a poem? Are the clouds glad to unburden their bundles of rain? Most of the world says no. No, it's not possible. I refuse to think such a conclusion. Too terrible would it be to be wrong. Making a mess over here because I don't have an ashtray. Rookie mistake, that is. And yet here I am. Years into smoking, still forgetting my ashtray. Our final poem today is called What Gorgeous Thing? I do not know what gorgeous thing the bluebird keeps saying, his voice easing out of his throat, beak, body, into the pink air of the morning. I like it, whatever it is. Sometimes it seems the only thing in the world that is without dark thoughts. Sometimes it seems the only thing in the world that is without questions that can't and probably never will be answered. The only thing that is entirely content with the pink, then clear white morning, and gratefully says so. Caught it just in time. It was a short one today. Some of these will be long, some of them will be short. There are longer poems in here, and eventually I will get to them, but I wanted to start with some shorter poems because I think that poetry can feel unapproachable. The length, the cadence, the language often used can feel very heavy, often old-fashioned. But it doesn't have to be unapproachable. So I will dive into some longer, deeper poems, but for now I am content sharing some of my favorite shorter ones with you, and I hope that you enjoy them. That's all that I have today. As Adrian Mishler says, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a wonderful day.